Hey everyone, it's Tom from Ludicrous Feed. Thank you so much for joining us. Today we are in the Genesis GV60 electric vehicle, Genesis's first ground-up EV, and today we're doing a handling, highway range test, and also a DC fast charging video. And to try to keep it scientific, I'm going to reset the trip computer, and we'll make sure we drive back to this very same point at the end of the day. Alright, so the first part of this video will be the handling test. Bit of a twisty road for us to see how this GV60 handles. We've got it on full regen and also on comfort mode as well. You can change what mode you want by pressing this button here. It's drive mode, see that? So that's sport, that's eco, that's comfort, and the range decreases with sport mode and of course increases with eco mode. So currently we've got 35% state of charge, 145 kilometers of range as well. And we'll try to do a DC fast charging test when we get to our destination, see how quickly you can get from a low state of charge like 20 or 25% up to 80% state of charge. Alright, so just crossing the Laneco River here, and then we will climb the hill, and this is a good handling test, just to see how well the car copes with the turns. Alright. I personally feel that regenerative braking helps with handling because you're not using the brakes as much. The car's grabbing some of that kinetic energy back into the battery. Okay, there you have it. So, look, I thought that did pretty well. The GV60 being a SUV. The turning circle is a bit bigger than you'd expect for a sedan, like a Model 3, but I thought being an all-wheel drive vehicle, it handled those turns pretty well. Okay, just turning on to the M2 motorway at the start of our 100 kilometer an hour range test. You can see that we've got the augmented reality navigation system there. That's quite nice. Showing where to go. We've got 9.3 kilometers left on the motorway. Alright, so once I merge, I will activate the smart cruise control in the GV60.
Continue on current road for about 9 kilometers.
Okay, so on the motorway now, and to set cruise control, this button here, press that once. Okay. And yep, there we go. So we've got it on cruise control lane keeping. That's what that green symbol is. And then you've got also down here, this button here. And that also activates that auto steer function or some sort of version of it. And obviously you'd still have to keep your hands on the wheel for safety, and the car does tell you to do that. This tells us the top speed for the cruise, and to increase it, this flick here, go up by ones, or you can hold it by go up by 10. Okay, so there we go. I held it for a couple of seconds, 100 kilometers an hour, hands on the wheel, and you can see the AR on the screen in front of me there. That's quite nifty. 7.6 kilometers left on the M2 before it turns into the M7. A digital readout, you can actually change that as well. So flick up like that. Well, that gives you a different view of the road in front of you there. Another view of the nav. Some more metrics there, M2, then M2 Hills Motorway. Drive information. And then back to the AR view. And if you press this button here, it gives you a analog looking metric or telemetry. And then you've got the power / regen meter on the right. I quite like the digital speed readout. Okay, so again, I don't really trust the auto steer function in the GMP platform just yet. I let go just for a bit and it sort of wavered to the left, so always keep your hands on the wheel. It does not have lane change function, auto lane change function that I can see. So I've tried it before, but I'll try to demonstrate lane changing. So it doesn't do it for me, I've got to actually do it myself, manually. Okay, so we're just about to go onto the M4, M7 interchange. This is quite an interesting road. We'll do a bit of a handling test there too, I guess. As you said, you'll notice too that we've got Apple CarPlay hooked up now, and you can see we've got Waze up, as well as the AR nav, the native nav from the car. So that's quite handy having Waze and that as well at the same time. That's one thing that Teslas don't have, which is Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Having Waze on such a big screen is super handy, of course. All right, let's. I might just take cruise control off for 1 sec, and then we can just help onto the M4 motorway. Make sure we get off at the right turnoff. We are heading west out to Penrith.
Keep right onto Penrith.
As she said. Follow the law, 80 kilometers an hour. Might put cruise back on now because it keeps to the speed limit quite well. I must say, during our drive, the cruise control worked really well. Kept to 100 kilometers an hour quite well. The auto steer wasn't too bad overall. There were a couple of moments when it did veer, like just now, just veering off the side there. So again, always hands on the wheel when you're driving with the auto steer function for GMP platform. The cabin noise is good, even at 100 k's an hour. Well insulated, very comfortable for the passengers behind and in front. Let me just put the massage function on once we get onto the straight. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Yep, the massage function does work as we're driving. Gently massaging my back, pelvic region. I'm sure that charges or uses some of the battery too when it's in massage mode. All right, up to 100 kilometers an hour now as we join the rest of the traffic. Yeah, so far so good. On our way to the charger, and we'll touch base again very shortly. All right, so we're just exiting the freeway now. We have been traveling at 110 kilometers an hour for the last 10 minutes or so. Quite a good road on the M4 here at the foot of the mountains, and exiting the road now to charge at the Jamisontown Evie 350 kilowatt DC chargers in Penrith. The instructions from the nav is quite clear and it's quite good.
Turn right onto Mulgoa Road.
And just an update, we've driven 60 kilometers, 18.2 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. Okay, so we're just almost at our charging destination. I just want to make a quick note about the wing cameras in place of wing mirrors. They are very high resolution, very responsive, and 60 frames per second, so very clear. And with my vision, I occasionally want to look more to the right because that's where the wing mirrors should be, but I'm looking more inside the car because that's where the monitor is a bit closer to the car, of course. And out to the left here, you'll see where our chargers are. So very convenient location, easy access just off Mulgoa Road, off the M4, next to the Shell service station. So
You have arrived at your destination.
great to,
Route guidance is
oh look, well signed as well. See that electric vehicle sign there. And yeah, let's back in because that's where the charger is. Got a Nissan Leaf next to us charging using a ChargeMo. All right, let's back in now to demonstrate using the cameras as we back in next to the Nissan. Floor as well, painted as well. That's good. Okay, great. Let's park. Cool. And I also want to show you guys as well. If I go to setup and I go to EV, and I can set the DC charging and AC charging limit. And for today's test, I've set it to 80% maximum. and perfect wheelie timed. You can see that state of charge currently is 20% right there, 77 kilometers left. Okay, so that's good. 20% to 80% test for today. Let's get going. All right, so welcome to Jamisontown DC fast charging station by Evie, and let's get it going. So right there on the screen you can see the connect plug, so that's what we'll do. It's a tritium 350 kilowatt charger. We'll use the CCS2 one, of course. That's a CCS2 plug, you can see there. Okay, we are going to plug into the Genesis. Okay, so the port is right here. Press this button to open. Okay, you can see the indicators there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 marks. So assuming each one's 12.5%, it's about 25% state of charge. We know it's 20% in the car. Lift out the DC flap. Then it just reaches. Plug in now. Okay, cool. Just rest lightly on the car there. Okay, let's head over here to the screen. You can use the app or an RFID card, which I've prepared here. So I've got an EV pass there, makes it easy to tap and go. So let's tap here. Ooh, payment accepted. Easy as you like. Starting session. Okay, and we're away. So car state of charge, 19, 20% there, and then it's going to ramp up. Let's see how fast we can get it at this early stage. Of course, the low state of charge helps with the initial peak. Let's see whether we can hit 200. Come on, let's do this. Oh, look at that. Yeah, 200. Oh, wow, that's quick. 220, 223. Not bad. Nice. Let's see how long we can sustain that at 223. 224. Need to get out more. Excited by numbers. See the energy jumping up as well. 225. Oh, 226. And more stats here. How much time has passed. Voltage we're getting. Amperage, current 307 amps. Brilliant. All right, 227. It's gone even higher. That's great. I think that's probably one of the fastest chargers I've seen for a CCS2 DC charger in Australia. That's for sure. I should also make a note that initially the charger wasn't working. 228, saw that, yep, quick peak to 228. So I had to unplug it and replug it back in. So don't panic if that happens to you, just turn it off and turn it on again, so to speak. Just try again, it should work. 228, nice. Okay, so inside the vehicle now, we've got remaining time, 13 minutes. Car state of charge is 30%, 227 kilowatts, so that's fairly accurate and consistent with what the unit was showing back at the charger. So it's good to see that they both correlate like that. My goodness, it's gone even higher, 229 kilowatts now. Yeah, I think, it could be pretty accurate here, what Genesis is claiming. 20 to 80% in, 18 minutes. It's certainly heading that way. Okay, I'm just going to touch the cable here, nice and thick. It's not too hot either. And I can certainly feel that buzzing and just leaning very lightly against the car there. I might just do a quick walk around of the area, or at least a look around of the area. Just show you the chargers there. It's a tritium 350 kilowatt DC charger with a charge demo on the left, CCS2 on the right. Viva Energy Australia, good signage here, electric vehicles only while charging. And a very short walk there just across this park here. You can see that there is a Shell service station. And I will check if it's open 24 hours, but if it is, that's very convenient. Obviously being a server, you've got amenities like toilets, security, food outlets, water, squeegee to wash your car if you need it, all those kind of things that make life comfortable. So good to have that across there. And if I swing around here, just on this side, behind the chargers, I guess during office hours, you've got, a medical center there if you need it. And just a little bit further along there, a short walk, you can see a Bunnings there, another stores, I guess like a little homemaker centre just down the road, probably about 2-minute walk that way. So that's quite convenient having that so close by to the charger. All right, so panning around across this little car park here next to the Shell. So there's the GV60 charging away there. Well signed Evie charging spots. There's 2 of them. Well, there's 2 stalls. There are 4 charging plugs, but you can only use 1 stall at a time. So if one's occupied, you can't use the other one, so to speak. So really technically only 2 spots. And what I like about this area is that there are some waiting bays too. So there's actually 4 extra parking spots. If you finish, you can move across, or if you're waiting, you can just park there. So that's quite convenient. The only downside I would say for this spot is that it's open to the elements, it's not covered. So if it's raining or hailing or whatever, then I guess you're in trouble. But other than that, I think it's quite a good spot. Hopefully we'll see more charging bays in these spots here with time. All right, back at the charger, I just saw that, I don't know whether I captured that, but it went even faster, 236 kilowatts. Must have seen me coming because it suddenly dropped again to 187, 188. So we'll see how long it sustains itself at that speed. But 236, that's pretty quick. And 7 minutes have passed, 8 minutes have passed, 52%. Now I got to say that's pretty impressive. That's a very quick charge. And there is our GV60 charging away. The rear windows are tinted. They come tinted with the car, so that's good for your rear passengers to enjoy. Bit of privacy at the back there. All right, score update at the 10-minute mark. What have we got? 184 kilowatts. Nice work. 36 kilowatt hours have been added. 777 volts, 63% top up so far. Impressive. Yep, and in the car we've got 5 minutes remaining, 64% state of charge, 168 kilowatts now. Not long to go. And of course, what's good about an EV, and particularly this one, is that you can keep the climate control and the AC running when you're charging, so your passengers can sit there in comfort. Check out this little secret compartment I didn't discuss in the initial review. That bit of a storage bin there. This car is replete with storage. You can put, I guess, extra things like, I don't know, another phone in there, or another device, or some keys, some coins, whatever you like. And just to prove that the charging rate corresponds with the charger, so 167 kilowatts, 168, let's quickly walk around to the charger. Ta-da! So yeah, look, it's pretty much exactly what the charging rate is advertised on the charger as it is in the car. Impressive. All right, so I guess this is where the power packs are, the supply for the charger over there. I guess there was some helpful signage here which has been torn down, I think probably by the elements, not by vandals, just because the adhesive is worn off or whatever. But you can see the information. It's funded by ARENA, so government funded. St. Baker Energy Innovation Fund. So yeah, these publicly funded chargers, we've got to make sure that they are working for everyone to use. And you can see that indicator of how much state of charge is. We're almost done, by the way. I can see that the state of charge is now 75% for the car. So I reckon another probably 2 minutes, 76%, probably another 2 minutes and we'll be done. And it's really impressive that, close to 80%, we're still getting 160 kilowatts. I have to plot that out for you guys. Very impressive. All right, I think we're very close, everyone, 79%. We've got the car stopped at 80%. So we should see this click over very shortly. There you go, done. That's pretty much it. So yeah, finished. Please return plug at 80%. 50 kilowatt hours have been added. 16 minutes only. That is mighty impressive. 20 to 80%, 50 kilowatt hours added, 16 minutes. Amazing. All right, so time to return the plug. I would normally have checked into plug share, but of course we're standing right next to the car, so I thought probably not worth doing. But if you're going to walk away from the car, then I think it's worth checking into plug share for sure. All right, let's unplug. So literally just pull it out. Just be careful because it does retract a bit, recoil. Don't want to damage your car, of course, or someone else's car. And we literally just put it back into the cradle like so. And once you do so, and the screen says drive safe, have a great day, and on for the next person. Amazing. And of course, being a Tesla owner, I was just about to drive off, but I forgot I actually need to put the cover back onto the charging port. Just a bit of feedback from my children in the back seat, in the very luxurious second row. I'll just press this first to shut it. They just said that they experienced absolute luxury in there. They were very comfortable because the windows were tinted, the shade was up, and you know, they were on their devices for 18 minutes and they didn't notice the time pass at all. So yeah, big ticks to Genesis and the GMP platform for such a fast charging rate. Well done. Alright, so we are heading home now. We just had a lovely meal at Panther's World of Entertainment. A nice place to visit for a meal, 5 minutes from the DC charger we were just at. So, at the halfway point, heading home now. 63.6 kilometers we've traveled at a efficiency of 19 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. So what we'll do now is we will drive back and end up at exactly the same spot we started today to make it nice and scientific. See you very shortly. Alright everyone, we're just turning off the M2 motorway now. So that completes the 100 km/h section. I just want to make a comment about the side monitors as well, in place of the wing mirrors. The visibility is very good at night, as you can see. There it is on the right, driver's side. And then the passenger side, as I indicate to the left, you can see there no glare at all, which is fantastic, and in very clear, crystal high definition. So very impressed with that. And as we approach the end of Delhi Road at Pacific Highway, I'll come back with some more stats for the end of this journey. Okay, coming to the end of our drive. We're pretty much exactly where we started this afternoon. So, at the red light, 124.9 kilometers, efficiency of 18.9 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, and at 66% state of charge, 285 kilometers left in the tank. So, that's it for today, everyone. I'll leave all the stats on the screen now, and you can see what the range is at 100 kilometers an hour. We spent pretty much 90% or more at that speed. So thanks everyone for watching. Again, thank you to Genesis Australia for loaning us this vehicle for the week. We've really enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed watching some of the content as well. From myself and the family, until next time, happy charging.